morning. It is Saturday morning and I'm going to do my little garden walk. And I think Blue might come with us, but he might not. So a few things going on. So Pete kind of cut back some of the asparagus. It looks a little bit better, but it's big and amazing. And in this bed, he went and he pulled all the berries out and he moved them to the back to where we had the squash bed before. And so he cut lots and lots of this tomato down. I mean, it's still got tomatoes on it, but he cut, hundreds and hundreds of tomatoes off. So, which is fine. We're at the end of the season. And so all of these green ones will ripen. I'm not expecting that we're gonna get much more than what's on it. It's got a few blooms, but I don't think there's enough time. Peppers, we've got a lot of peppers. We've got beets going here. These don't look fabulous. I'm a little shocked because they've been in here quite a long time. And then cabbage, which I think is always super, super fun. And it's headed and it's big, and we're selling a little bit of it. And my chickens are just making noises like crazy. More peppers over here. Fukuzi squash, which is for the chickens because we don't really like it, but it was a fun experiment. We're gonna go in here and chop the comfrey up now and separate it. And chickens are kind of loud, so I still have flowers. I'm still bringing flowers in the house, but they're almost done. And I'll show you what the chickens, they're always like this in the morning. One of them said, oh, there's my new coop, and I'll do a little tour of the coop. So somebody just laid an egg. Roma tomatoes, they're ripening, and they're bigger, and things are, the bug pressure is really, really coming off. So things are looking a lot better. So these two beds, we cleaned them out, and I'm gonna plant turnips and lettuce in here. I'm gonna do that this morning. And then this one I transplanted the Swiss chard, and it looked really sad, but you can see that it's perked back up. It's coming back, and it does really well in the winter. And then we've still got celery, and we just use it for fresh celery. Just come and cut a few stalks. So out in the big garden, we've got our artichokes are doing fabulous. So I think hopefully they didn't do good this year in terms of producing, just because of transplanting. It was very hard on them. We've got eggplant back there, and I'm getting 5 to 7 eggplants a week. Tomatoes are crazy. We just have so many tomatoes. And then here's more Romas, and I don't know. I mean, I've been picking a few, but not a whole lot. But these are the ones that are completely amazing. Nice San Marzanos, they're just absolutely loaded. And they're ripening on the vine now because it is just cooler, and they're doing really, really, really good. But there's just tons of them. So it's kind of exciting. And then I've also got lots of these big ones. And we'll hopefully, I mean, I've had a couple of them ripen, but mostly they're still green. I made a green tomato salsa yesterday, and that was kind of fun. And it turned out pretty good. I've got to get some cilantro in. The summertime is way too hot. Radishes, I'm going to put more radishes in. And green beans, we've got lots of green beans. We've been harvesting them. We've been selling some, and we've been eating them and freezing them, and they're quite delicious. More radishes. Actually have some zucchini. It's small, but I think I'm gonna cut some of it and start using it. My broccoli out here seems like it's doing better than in the high tunnel, and I think it likes the crisper nights. And I've got cabbage out here, and then here's more zucchini, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's some zucchinis in there. More lettuce. My lettuce has still got some damage. I mean, we still got hoppers. And then this is lettuce undercover. Just flowers down there. And then peppers. And I picked 5 gallons of peppers. which is like completely amazing. And here is where Pete moved all the berries to back here, so you can see them. And they're still recovering, but I think they'll make it. I mean, the blueberries look good. That's a goji berry there. We have several of them, and I don't even like them. They're even too tart for me, and I like really tart things. So we'll go into the back of the high tunnel because it's open. So green beans, which have been super fun. Harvested some leeks and cleaned out the onions. It's warm in here already. And I have a ladder to harvest green beans. The peas, I don't know. I think I'm going to replant peas, and they're starting to get blooms, which means they'll start setting pods. And then in front of them, I think I'm gonna fill that with carrots. So these, I thought I had cauliflower in here, but what I really have is radishes. And when I planted them in here, they were teeny tiny little things. Over there's the Brussels sprouts, and they're starting to get Brussels on the in the shoulders, or whatever it's called. And then this is empty here. I want to put potatoes in, but I can't put potatoes in with green beans, I learned. So what I might do is pull these radishes and put the potatoes in here, and then over here plant something different. So the beets over here are looking pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with them. And even these beets are looking pretty good. Those are rutabagas, and they've really taken off the last couple of days. And in here is cabbage, and it's got a little bit of damage, but it's, it's starting, some of them are starting to head. So I kind of keep it covered, and it's not perfect, but it's better than not covered. Lots of broccoli in there, some tomatoes, basil, and then still the asparagus. But he's cleared that bed for the asparagus, so we'll be planting that. And then tomatoes over here, and it's got lots and lots of tomatoes on it. And these are slicers. Carrots, I'm gonna plant more carrots. We're talking about making something to poke the holes, so they're just exactly 2 inches apart. And I mean, this is just kind of wild, but it's just the way it is right now. I guess I could pull the basil out, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a reason to. And I still have flowers in here, which is super nice. So this is more broccoli. And now the dill is starting to take off, which is really kind of funny. More beets. And these tomatoes, I'll let them die because I didn't have a place for them. And these are San Marzanos up here. I'm probably going to clean this bed out in about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, because I've got other tomatoes going. And then the banana, which is getting big, it looks beautiful. So let's walk out and I'll show you the chicken coop, because I'm so proud of it. So the kids are all out there. So walk out, and they're coming. See me? Hello, girly girlies. And Rocky. Hi. Hi, everybody. They get pretty close. Hi, Rox. He doesn't like me to touch him very much, but he lets me every once in a while. He's getting a little bit better. He's acting weird. He's acting like he's gonna try to spur me or something. And so you bend over and act really big. His spurs aren't even sharp yet. But I have learned that you don't want to turn your back on a rooster that is feeling a little aggressive. And it's really interesting because he has not been aggressive at all. He spurred me one time, and it was really just a thump. And since then, he's been really good. And he's really funny because he's the one that when he eats out of my hand, he is so stinking gentle. Way more gentle than the rest of them. So here's my coop. And here's the egg thing. So it opens like this. And I can take eggs out. And oh, I got eggs already this morning. I got a bunch of eggs already this morning. And the big ones are fake eggs. Go on, go on, go on. They're pretty cute. I do keep an eye on Rocky though. So they're hungry. I need to get. They've got food in their coop, but they don't seem to use it. So then this back door opens this way. Oh, lovely! They pooped in their oyster shell thing. So this is actually a feed bin, and then they sleep up there and they poop down there. And then this little board here just lifts out so that I can just push the stuff down out the end. So anyway, I'm super, super happy with it, and they definitely like it. So that's kind of, Blue, how did you get in here? He's not allowed in here. He slips in sometimes. And he doesn't chase them, but maybe that's why Rocky was acting a little odd. It was because Blue was in here. So anyway, so that's about it. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.